Hey everybody, world peace is coming. One reason for this is the incredible rate at which we have been developing new communities and new powers of communication. The splendid cacophony of voices that is the internet today can be considered a seedling of our global consciousness. Twitter, Facebook, chat roulette, message boards, blogs, all of these are new means of dialogue, and dialogue is a great thing for peace. Just getting people to talk is often the first step in the peace-building process, as it provides nonviolent ways to interact. As well, warring parties will often dehumanize their foes, painting them as villains and irrational demons who only want death and destruction. But through dialogue, these misconceptions evaporate, and it rehumanizes our enemies. And it becomes that much harder to kill someone who we see as a fellow human being and not just some evil entity. Our newfound powers of communication are also letting us spread important information that our mainstream media doesn't always like to cover. Issues like how our world has been consistently improving for centuries, or how just 15% of what we waste on war each year could eliminate extreme poverty around the world, these are just a few of the critical issues that will continue to spread. And, thanks to our expanded communities, we will actually be able to do something about it. Social networking sites like Facebook are helping us to unite on unprecedented levels. Facebook has exploded in size in just a few years, with some groups already having millions of members. Fast forward just a few more years, and we will have groups large enough to rival corporations and governments in terms of power and influence. Take the site 4chan, for example. They've shut down government websites, coordinated attacks against Scientology, and rigged Times online poll to get their founder to win. This shows us how an otherwise unconnected group, when unified behind a shared goal, can really impact the world. And this is just foreshadowing as to the yet untapped power of humankind. As we combine the size and might of our ever-expanding communities with the speed of instant messaging and Twitter, this is where we can see something truly revolutionary beginning to emerge. Today we can look to flash mobs as a precursor to this power. Flash mobs are where groups of people, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, unite at the same time and the same place for the same reason. Often for fun, like a giant pillow fight or a dance party, flash mobs can also be forms of civil disobedience, like when a couple hundred protesters temporarily shut down Canadian Parliament in a call for action on climate change. Now, imagine if, instead of just a few hundred people, we had a few 100,000 people acting in unison. This is where we can see some real potential for shaking up the establishment. Governments and policymakers will have no choice but to listen to the will of the people. And what we will demand are the things that make our world a better place. Things like ending wars, promoting humanitarian causes, and ensuring equal rights for everyone. Our new technology is constantly shifting the balance of power into the hands of the people, and we will harness it to make our world a better place. And this will be one more step towards making world peace a reality. Stay tuned for more rational reasons to be optimistic about the future, and remember to stay positive.